Fans of Massapequa women's lacrosse. Welcome to Burnham Middle School for today's outstanding matchup where the Lady Seahawks of Cold Spring Harbor roll into Massapequa on senior night to take on our Massapequa Chiefs. All the nights are special when we get to see our girl athletes perform, but tonight is certainly more special than all the others. As I stated, tonight is senior night, so we would like to invite all of the senior parents to please come down right by the gate at the 50-yard line as we prepare to introduce you and your daughters. Tonight we'll be celebrating 6 Massapequa seniors. And girls, know that your parents have been with you every play, every minute at times of all of your games. They've cheered for you. They've cried with you, I'm sure of it. And they've celebrated in your many victories. So it's a special night for your parents. And as a whole, we want to congratulate all of the parents, especially our senior parents tonight from Massapequa High School, on a great job raising these great young ladies. We thoroughly enjoy them at Massapequa High School. So we're going to get started with number 2, Callie Konstantinakos. Callie is going to be greeted by her parents, Carrie Ann and Stratus. Callie will be attending the University of Chicago in September, where she's going to get a wonderful education and play women's lacrosse at University of Chicago. Congratulations, Callie and the Konstantinakos family. We'd ask that the parents please stay with their daughter, so at the end we can get a photo of everyone. Next up, senior number 4, Mia Baldinger. Mia is going to be met by her parents, Denise and Gary. Mia will be attending, of course, there's only one, SUNY New Paltz. In the fall, Mia will be a 2-sport athlete. For the Hawks at New Paltz, she will play soccer and lacrosse. Best of luck to you, Mia, as she pursues a degree in education. Let's hear it for senior number 7, Kimberly Greenblatt. Kimberly is greeted by her parents, Debbie and Howie. Kimberly will be attending Rutgers University in the fall. Congratulations to Kim. She will be participating on the women's lacrosse team for Rutgers. It's a big day for the Greenblatt family tonight. Congratulations, Kimberly, Howie, and Deb. Let's hear it for our starting goaltender, number 14, Lulu Cardello. Lulu is met by her parents, Elise and Bill. And Lulu Cardello will be attending Hofstra. She will be receiving a great education at Hofstra University, as well as a participant on the women's lacrosse team. Lulu, the best of luck to you always. And now senior number 22, Olivia Marlowe. Olivia is met by her parents, Teresa and Tom. Congratulations, parents. Olivia will be going University of Connecticut this fall, and she too will be participating on the women's lacrosse team at UConn. Of course, Olivia, best of luck to you moving forward. And senior number 28, Ava Lembo. Walking out to meet her, along with her sister, are her parents, Jennifer and Anthony. Ava will be attending Oneonta. We wish her well with her injury to her left ankle. And congratulations to the parents on raising a great child. Parents, if we can invite you out to the 50-yard line so we can get a group photo. Coach Kala certainly extends her congratulations, as well as the administration of Massapequa High School and our Board of Education, Athletic Director Shannon McAtee. Congratulations, Callie, Mia, Kimberly, Lulu, Olivia, and Ava. Massapequa wishes you only the best moving forward in all of your pursuits. Congratulations, parents and athletes. Beautiful picture of our 6 seniors there, along with their coaches, head coach Erin Collar, Coach Tiana Perella, and Coach Megan Cummings.
T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast. T&D Sports Video Productions presents the Orland and Cohen High School Lacrosse Game of the Week. Today, it's the Chiefs of Massapequa High School hosting the Seahawks of Cold Spring Harbor High School. Well, hi everyone. Welcome to Burner Middle School here in Massapequa for our T&D Sports Video Productions Orland and Cohen Game of the Week. Today, it's the girls. Massapequa hosts Cold Spring Harbor. Mike Trezor on hand to bring you all the action, along with Chris Cayozo. And Chris, These two teams very, very familiar with each other, having played already this year. Let's talk for a moment about Cold Spring Harbor, the visitors.
Cold Spring Harbor, they come in at 5-4 in the league, 7-7 overall. A very young team, a lot of freshmen, a couple sophomores, but led by their juniors and seniors. They are having a very good year. They look to sweep the Massapequa Chiefs.
And for them, one of the players we're going to be zeroing in on at the outset is their senior, Ms. Do-It-All for Cold Spring Harbor, and that is number 4, Ava Ty.
Ava Ty, the future Gator. She leads them in goals, overall points. Last year, she was a midfielder for them. This year, she switched over to attack. She possesses 60 to 70% of their possessions.
For Massapequa, Chris, they're a team that's really coming on a roll. Now 9-4 on the season, 5-4 in the conference, and just coming off a big win the other night in really, really rough conditions against Long Beach.
Monsoon conditions on Friday night. All weekend in Long Island, it was bad weather, but Friday night especially, Massapequa gets a victory 10-6 over a very talented Long Beach team. They are 5-4 in League One and 9-4 overall. They are coached by Aaron Collar.
And for Massapequa, one of the players we're going to be keeping an eye on here on senior night is not a senior, but it's junior number 3, Jolie Caramelli.
The future Orange. She's headed to Syracuse next year. Caramelli takes the draw for them. She has a lot of speed. She's very, like I said, a lot of speed, very fast. She communicates with her teammates very well, and she's their biggest threat on the offense.
Because it is senior night here in Massapequa, Chris, they're introducing each of the players individually. Let's talk about this rematch. These two teams met earlier in the season, and really exciting finish to that game.
April 2nd, it was Cold Spring Harbor's first game, Massapequa's second. So a long time ago, we're over a month from the last time they played each other. Cold Spring Harbor won a very close game. Coach said to us it was with 2 seconds left on the clock, or it would have went to overtime. But even last year when they met, it came down to it too. These are two teams that are very familiar with each other, Mike, and I'm looking forward to game 2 of 2 between the Seahawks and the Chiefs.
And the interesting part is at the back end of their conference schedule, they each could have scheduled another non-conference game. Instead, they chose to schedule each other.
I think this is a smart idea because they could see each other down the line in the Nassau County playoffs. So why not get a little preview? It's not a scrimmage. This counts towards the overall record, but it won't hurt their league record, both coaches mentioned.
So we're going to step away. We're going to be back with the opening draw control and all the action right after this. You're watching the Orland and Cohen Lacrosse Game of the Week, brought to you by T&D Sports Video Productions.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
There's a nice dish, and there's a score. Birdie goes boom.
Incredible pass. That's Chloe Humphrey. That's a beautiful move.
Eaton goes. She shoots. High. No. A goal. Eaton is eating.
Calabria ahead inside. High save again. 15 saves. She is the real deal.
Got to give it up. He does to his brother who scored.
Spalina to Spalina.
Gets it up. McNamara. He rips it and he scores. Mullen. Shot is a save. Fitzpatrick nearly slips down. He fires and he scores. There's the game winner.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Number 14,
Welcome back, everyone, to Burner Middle School here in Massapequa. Mike Trezza on hand, along with Chris Cayozo, getting set to bring you all the action. And Chris, all the players being introduced individually here on senior night in Massapequa, having their moment in the sun.
A very nice moment for all these seniors, especially for the Massapequa Chiefs. 4 out of the 5 seniors, Mike, going to play at some level, if it's the Division I level or the Division III level. So we'll get to that later on in the broadcast, but very impressive. 4 out of the 5 seniors going to play on the next level.
Coach Evan Collar in her 3rd season. However, her first season was 2020, in which most of the season was wiped out by COVID. So really, in essence, in her 2nd season, but building a really terrific program here in Massapequa. And as you mentioned, Chris, sending a lot of girls to major colleges to play at the next level.
She came in when these seniors were sophomores, so their first coach on the varsity level built them up, and that's a pretty impressive percentage of girls sending them over to college, I would say, in 3 years in the program. She was the former junior varsity coach, so she really brought these girls up in the program.
We're going to pause and let the national anthem play.
Thank you very much.
Getting set for the opening draw control here from Burner Middle School in Massapequa. Massapequa getting set to take on Cold Spring Harbor. Mike Trezza on hand, along with Chris Cayozo, to bring you all the action tonight.
From
And
Cold
Chris,
Spring
let's talk
Harbor,
for just a
taking on
minute,
our
setting up this game about the
Massapequa Chiefs.
facility here at Burner. Really terrific facility with the turf field.
Great field for a middle school. Me and you got to experience the Massapequa High School field. Now over at Burner Middle School at their field. Great facility here. When I drove in, we have the baseball field to the left of us. We have another lacrosse field to the right of us. So a great complex, I should say, and great field conditions as well. This turf field that the girls will be playing on shortly.
And for those unfamiliar with this area, right on what is Old Sunrise Highway to our left, they built the Massapequa Field of Dreams that houses very many youth sporting events throughout the year. So as we mentioned, we had a terrific opening ceremony. All the seniors on Massapequa were honored, this being their last home game. Each of the 6 girls was honored. And we talked in the opening, Chris, about how many girls are going on to play at the next level from here at Massapequa.
We'll start with the seniors. Callie Konstantinakis is going to the University of Chicago. Mia Baldinger is going to New Paltz. 2 sports at New Paltz. She's playing soccer in the fall, lacrosse in the spring. Kim Greenblatt is going to Rutgers Division I program.
Yeah, you see posters of each of the seniors who were honored here this evening.
And then number 14, Luciana Cardello, going to Hofstra. Her sister plays at Rutgers. Sophia, her name is. Number 22, Olivia Marlowe for UConn, is going to UConn. And then Ava Lembo, she won't be playing on the next level, but she's going to SUNY Oneonta. So all 5 girls going to college, 4 of them playing on the next level. Like we said in the open mic, very impressive by Coach Collar sending these girls out to play for the next level.
Let's zero in for just a moment, Chris, on our coaching matchup. We talked about the Massapequa coach, Erin Collar, now in her 3rd year. For Cold Spring Harbor, it's Danielle Castellane, Hofstra alum.
Yeah, Hofstra alum, right in Hempstead, local to Massapequa. She's sending one of her players to her alma mater, like I mentioned, Luciana Cardello. Very familiar with the program. Like we said, it's her 3rd year. And, so when you play on that next level, you're a coach and you play on that next level, it's easier. She knows all about the recruiting process and to guide and advise these girls on what to do for the next level.
We talked a little bit about the goalie matchup at the outset. For Massapequa, it's number 14, Lulu Cardello. And for Cold Spring Harbor, it's the freshman, number 30, Maya Soskin.
We have the rookie and the veteran. I'm excited to see because for Maya Soskin, she's a freshman. She was starting, Mike, as a 8th grader on this varsity team. She was all-county honorable mention as an 8th grader. Very impressive. But then we have on the other side Lulu Cardello, who's been a starter for a few years now here on the Massapequa side of things. So again, we have the young player in Soskin, and then we have the veteran in Cardello. So an interesting goalie matchup, to say the least.
All these athletes out onto the field.
Let's mention our officials.
For what should be an awesome
It's
matchup
Ed Shannon and Portia Lack officiating this game.
Just 2 officials today. Last game that we worked, there was 3. So two officials today. A little easier when there's 3. A little more you have to focus in on when there's 2.
It's very rare, Chris, that we highlight the 2 draw control players in our opening, but that's what we did here this afternoon. It's Jolie Caramelli for Massapequa. She'll be up against Ava Ty for Cold Spring Harbor.
2 great players. As we see on the screen here, though, Cardello, she has an over 50% save percentage, very high, and one of the best goalies in Division I, League One. Correct.
Number 4, Ava Ty.
But getting back to your comment about Ava Ty,
And for
versus
Massapequa Chiefs, number 3, Jolie Caramelli.
she's a junior. She's going to Syracuse next year, already committed as a junior. We've seen our share of Syracuse players this year, Mike. Future Orange.
Hopefully that program is on its way back up with the number of Long Island players that are near the top of their game headed up there to Central New York next year. Hopefully it'll rise the Orange back up to the top. So we're just about set for the draw control. Tie against Caramelli. Official Portia Lack will put it in play. And Massapequa controls. They're in the white. They move right to left on your screen. Control by Valentine. Back behind to the X, the Dorman. Now up top, Caramelli on the move with the ball to her right. Dumps it off to Baldinger. Nice ball movement. It's knocked away in front. But Cold Spring Harbor can't control. Ball's still loose. And Massapequa loses possession. It's going to go over to Cold Spring Harbor.
Good first defensive possession by Cold Spring Harbor. A lot of different people who could score for Massapequa, but Cold Spring Harbor off the first possession, they crossed the 50.
It's Maggie Spare who carries it into the zone. That was Van Son. She went to make the move, left the ball behind, but Cold Spring Harbor keeps.
Very low scoring affair the last time, 7-6 Cold Spring Harbor.
Ty fires, she can't get it on goal.
Shot by number 4, Ava Ty, just wide.
Again, Ty leads in goals and in overall
maintains
points.
possession.
I'm not surprised off the first possession, Mike.
She was called Ms. Do-It-All by her coach. Good defense by the Chiefs. They don't let the Seahawks inside. Van Son. Big, strong girl, according to her coach. You see her with the ball right there. Dumps it off to Ty. Spin move to her right, now back to her left, gets clear, fires, and she scores.
Goal scored. Cold Spring Harbor, number 4, Ava Ty.
Ava
Cold Spring
Ty
Harbor
gets
takes
things
a 1-0
going
lead
for the
over our
Seahawks.
Chiefs.
Off the left hand, Mike, let's take a look here. Wow, fakes right with the defender draped all over her, puts it in, and we have a 1-0 score.
That was Constantinakos on the D. She lost her and was able to put it in.
Again,
So
on the draw.
quickly, Cold Spring Harbor grabs a
Tie for
1-0
Cold
lead.
Spring Harbor. Caramelli for our Chiefs.
Ty and Caramelli once again ready for the draw control.
Two of the best in League One in Nassau County.
Ball is popped in the air, and this time it's Caramelli who comes away with it. Quickly to work, and then backs it out.
Let's see how Massapequa responds after allowing the first goal to the game. Good ball movement on their first possession. Again, a lot of girls who could score. High-powered offense. 10 goals last game in their win versus Long Beach.
Caramelli carries behind the cage. Now tries to find Baldinger. The ball skips past her, and Cold Spring Harbor thought they had it, but Massapequa's going to keep it.
That's the second time the ball's become loose for the Chiefs on the offensive possession.
Baldinger sends it behind Melillo. Now Baldinger gets it back. On the move to this side is Greenblatt. Good ball movement in front, but Cold Spring Harbor knocks it away.
That's a great defensive possession again by Cold Spring Harbor. And you saw the defender there almost scoop the ball to her goalies, almost saying, like, you grab that ball and clear it. And a good clear, but a good ride here by Massapequa, not allowing Cold Spring Harbor to bring that ball up, and it'll go back to the freshman goalie.
4
Maya.
minutes into the game, Cold Spring Harbor up 1-0 on Massapequa.
Beautiful day here, Mike, on Long Island. After the bad weekend we had, it's in the 70s right now.
Jillian Will tries to carry into the zone. She sends it into the middle of the field. Cold Spring Harbor was thinking about breaking, and they backed it out.
Look at the speed of number 14 for Cold Spring Harbor.
Megan McGloin. Ty, a couple spins, they double her, she dumps it off. Now she's got it back, splits defenders, and the ball's knocked away from her.
Good defense by the Chiefs. And a whistle is blown, and it'll go back to the Chiefs. And Mike, about McGloin, Coach Castellane said you won't see her shooting the ball. She's very fast, as we saw in transition, and she has to be the fastest player on the field for the Seahawks. But now the Chiefs on possession number 3, looking to score their first goal.
Greenblatt carries it into the zone, gets it off to Dorman. It comes up top to Caramelli. Massapequa being patient.
Good double comes by Cold Spring Harbor. And look at the picks. I've noticed the first 3 possessions for Massapequa, they've been drawing up the plays. They just haven't executed just yet.
Ball is knocked away by Maggie Spare, and it's back the other way for Cold Spring Harbor.
3 possessions, 3 good defensive stops.
Megan McGloin carries it in. She's harassed from behind. They knock it away from her, and the Chiefs get it back.
A lot of back and forth here early. And we have a whistle. Portia Lack, the official, blows it there. Blows the whistle, and it'll go back to the Chiefs, number 4 on the possessions there. Low-scoring game at 7 minutes in, Mike. And, you know, these teams, 7-6 the last time they faced. Cold Spring Harbor has 6 one-goal games in the 14 games they played. So almost half their games are one-goal games. Good and bad things sometimes, you know.
Massapequa again deliberate, content to give everybody a touch. Here's Caramelli. She goes to work, trying to set up in front. Good defense by the Seahawks. Here's a spin move. And once again, it's good defense by Cold Spring Harbor.
Ball's loose again.
And it stays with the Chiefs.
Great defense so far. With almost 8 minutes into the first half, we've seen doubles come on the Cold Spring Harbor side, but now our first free position, it'll be number 7, Kim Greenblatt for the Chiefs.
Greenblatt, straight to the cage. Low shot is stopped in front.
Number 7, Kimberly Greenblatt.
No, she puts it in.
It just rolled past.
Kim ties the score
Soskin
at 1.
just rolled past. We'll see on the replay here. If you see, she almost saved it. She went low and just deflected off her foot, it looked like. But now we are tied at 1.
Soskin got nice and low, but the shot, as you mentioned, Chris, just trickled past her.
Got a little tongue twister here. It went past Soskin's socks.
So Massapequa ties it at 1 with 16:52 left in the first half. From here at Massapequa, Mike Trezza, Chris Cayozzo. It's Caramelli again working against Ty.
Ty has 1 goal. Greenblatt 1 goal. 1-1. The Chiefs have it again, trying to take the lead on their home field.
Caramelli sends it near side to Dorman. 2 players now behind the cage.
Coach Collar said the girls have improved greatly since the first meeting with the Seahawks. That game has been in the back of their head, so that obviously they want to take the second match while they can. Again, Mike, like you mentioned, this wasn't a planned game on the schedule.
Quick turn and fire. And that one's a save by Soskin. Massapequa keeps it.
First save of the game for Soskin.
Cold Spring Harbor regains it. Double teamed on the near side. They knock it away, but it's going Cold Spring Harbor's way.
Good ride there by
Spring Harbor, number
Massapequa, but a little too much pressure by the Chiefs.
Defended by the Chiefs, Caitlin Dorman.
It's Maggie Spare on the near side who'll put it in play.
7.
Guarded by Dorman.
Low scoring, 1-1 at halfway through. Cold Spring Harbor on possession, Mike.
Ball skips off a stick, but it's kept in by the Seahawks. Here's a quick turn and fire that goes over the crossbar.
Looks like Cardello might have got a stick on it, but just a little high.
Callahan, the freshman lefty, sent that shot high.
Only lefty on this team. She's a fill-in because they had an injury to one of their midfielders. She's used all over the field, and she just always looks to make the feed, but that time she shot it.
Caramelli gets it ahead to Dorman. Dorman showing some speed, gets it behind the cage. Ashley Malillo. Massapequa once again will take their time to set up.
I've noticed that over the first 5 possessions now. They take time, they draw up some plays, they look for the open cutter. Good job by the Chiefs so far. Knotted up at 1 here in Massapequa.
Thought about turning and firing, instead sent it back up top. Now Caramelli with possession. Sends it far side. Now to the X.
Coach Collar also mentioned that the offense has improved greatly since the last meeting between them and the Seahawks. They've gained a lot of confidence.
Giller tries to get it inside. Ball's knocked away from her, but Massapequa keeps.
It will be a free position again. Free position number 2 for the Chiefs.
This time it'll be Giller. Giller fires, bounces it, and it's not on goal.
Time of possession has really gone to the Chiefs. So far, 5 possessions, only 2 for the Seahawks.
Down to 12:40 left in the first. Teams tied at 1. Caramelli's double teamed, has to give it up. She does to Giller.
It's a great save.
Beautiful save by Cold Spring Harbor, number 30, Maya Soskin.
Soskin, as we mentioned in our opening, Chris, just a freshman, but already a second-year starter. Here's a turnover.
2 saves early for Soskin. 6th possession now. Two saves for Soskin. Playing well.
Turn and fire, and she gets it in.
Beautiful turn and shot and goal by the Chiefs, number 25, Ellie Leeson.
It's Ellie Leeson.
Let's take a look. Leeson makes 1 spin. Great move. Goes low and puts it in. And that was over number 10, Jillian Will, who's going to Swarthmore. Got put, Good spin move by
Ellie with a nice spin
Ellie
and
Leeson.
shot to give our Lady Chiefs a 2-1 advantage.
So Massapequa grabs a 2-1 lead down to 11.5 left in the first
Timeout
half.
on the field.
And we've got a timeout. We're going to step away and be back with more action right after this. You're watching the Orland and Cohen T&D Sports Video Production Lacrosse Game of the Week.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
To get across the middle, Lemrinakis makes it count. Sophomore midfielder fires it in. Charlotte Brown on the bounce, and it goes in. Cross inside, pass good from Sheridan, and it goes in.
low skirt, goes low.
Campbell fires and scores.
Soup on the menu? Because Campbell's cooking.
In the open field, low skirt lets it rip high, saved by Bowden. 10 seconds remain.
5.
Meyer pushes in and scores! Shannon Meyer with the equalizer. Risky pass intercepted. Charlotte Brown, one-on-one, game winner!
Back of the Cage is excited to announce our collaboration with T&D Sports to bring more coverage to the high school game. Our mission at Back of the Cage has always been, excuse me, to provide the best-in-class coverage for boys and girls lacrosse. We are excited to work alongside T&D Sports to provide more coverage than ever and elevate the exposure of the game across the Northeast.
Massapequa leads Cold Spring Harbor 2-1. From here at Burner Middle School in Massapequa, Mike Trezon hand along with Chris Cayozo. Pretty much what we've thought up until this point, Chris.
You know, a lot of back and forth. Massapequa leads 6 possessions to 2 possessions for the Seahawks. Seahawks with the first 2 score, but time of possession has almost been doubled here in the first half of the first half.
As you mentioned, Massapequa with not just a lot of possessions, but pretty long possessions. But not this time, as it's knocked away on the far side, and it's going over to Cold Spring Harbor.
They've also had 2 free positions, Cold Spring Harbor 0. And the first time they played 7-6, and we asked Coach Collar, what do you expect out of this game? And she said more goals she expected. At this rate, it's probably going to be the same as the first matchup. But I don't say that anymore, Mike, because I say it and the opposite happens. Good crowd that came out for senior night here at Massapequa Burner Field.
It's up top, Van Son. Van Son holds on to it, now goes to work. For Ty, near side. Ty looking for room, she finds none.
Cold Spring Harbor on their 3rd possession looking to knot things up here. Or should I say tie?
McGloin carries it behind. Looking for the turn and fire, she can't get it off. Ball is loose, still loose, and Cold Spring Harbor keeps.
It's Ty. She's all over the place. Remember, she leads this team in overall points, and the double comes now from the Chiefs.
There's a spin move, looking for room. Can't get it through and sends it back up top, now near side to Ty.
Quick moving first half. We've only had 2 stoppages. Both to the Chiefs.
Ty now with the X. Looking for cutters. They double her, and they knock it away.
It's a great job by the defensive pairing
Olivia
for
Marlowe, number
Massapequa.
22, with the defensive pressure for the Chiefs.
Marlowe, one of the captains of that defense, Chris.
Valentine on the clear.
Valentine tried carrying it in. She lost it momentarily. Now she regains. Sends it across the field for Leeson.
Giller, Valentine, and Marlowe, they all played club lacrosse together, according to Coach Collar. And they know each other's game very well.
Ball is knocked away. Play getting a little physical in front of us, but Cold Spring Harbor now back on offense.
Like you said, Mike, very aggressive start early. Both teams doubling the ball, and the ball has been loose a lot of ground ball opportunities for both teams.
And now Cold Spring Harbor turns it over once again. It's Giller on the far side. We had a chance to say hello to her before the game.
So Leeson with one. Greenblatt with the other.
Oh, went off.
Off the deflection of
They
Jolie
tried to get it in
Caramelli,
front
the goal for our
to
Chiefs.
Caramelli. It went off her stick, off the goalie's stick, and into the net.
Number 3, Jolie Caramelli, with her first of the game.
Let's take a look here, Mike, on the replay. Great pass. And I think that was deflected in. I don't even think it hit the goal stick. Just almost passed in.
I think she was trying to get the dish in front. The offensive player could not handle it.
As we see here, Giller passes it. It tips off the stick of Caramelli. So Caramelli will get credit. Caramelli back in the draw circle. She's going to take a lot of the draws, if not all of them. But what a play drawn up there. Almost like a little tip-in in basketball. The tip-in off the stick gives the Chiefs a 2-goal lead.
I was thinking more like a hockey assist. The deflection in
Caramelli
front.
with the win.
Once again, Massapequa comes away with it.
Seahawks, their biggest deficit so far, 2 goals, 3-1. The sun's still shining here in Massapequa. Beautiful day for some lacrosse. Chiefs on their home field, looking to go to 6-4. I'm sorry, 10-4 overall.
They try to get it in front now. Back it out. Caramelli's on the move to her right. She's doubled. They knock it away from her, but I think we're going to get a free position.
Caramelli
Number
with
3,
possession.
free position number 3 for the Chiefs.
Caramelli. Quick to the goal. Shoots, and there's a stop.
Save number 3
by Maya
for
Soskin.
Soskin. No saves yet for Cardello. She's only faced 2 shots. I'm sorry, 1 shot.
Cold Spring Harbor's had a little trouble getting the offense cranked up in the early stages, but we're down to 6.5 left in the first. Low-scoring affair. Massapequa leads 3-1 over Cold Spring Harbor.
Got to give the defenses credit on both sides, especially the Chiefs, who are doubling Ty every time she gets the ball. But a high-powered offense for Cold Spring Harbor.
Now Seahawks with 2 behind the cage. Couple spins from Ty. Gets it middle of the field. There's a shot, and there's a save.
Cardello with the save.
Cardello makes it look easy. But the Seahawks won't be stopped. They'll get another possession here.
Ty on the far side. Looking to get it up top. She does to Kessler. Now it comes near side McGloin.
Ty has the only goal for the Seahawks. Let's see if they can get other players involved here to get on the scoreboard. Players like McGloin, Kessler, Callahan, Vanson. Van Son, I'm sorry.
Ty still with it, far side. Dancing around a little bit, now gives it up. And here's a steal.
Again. Great
Kimberly
pressure.
Greenblatt with the steal.
Greenblatt, who will be going to Rutgers, gets the stop for the Chiefs.
Back behind the cage to Melillo. Far side it goes.
We said that Cardella didn't face any shots. The second shot she faced, she made it look easy.
Valentine moves toward the cage.
Good cut.
Gives it up, and here's a save. Once again by Soskin.
Save number 4 in the first half for Soskin. And a great ride here by number 23, Ashley Melillo, who's a junior.
Good work by the Chiefs, 23, Ashley Melillo.
Here's a clear.
Coach Collar said, watch on the ride between Baldinger, Dorman, and Melillo. They bring great pressure, and it looks like a push there, Mike.
Laffey got leveled right in front of us. That was Valentine who hit her.
Valentine gets a yellow, and she'll be sitting in the box for a few minutes.
Valentine not sharing the love on that play. Avery Laffield put it in play.
Avery Laffey with possession, number 18 for the Seahawks.
So the man up for 2 minutes for Cold Spring Harbor. See if they can go to tie here, if you can get her open. Massapequa on the girl down, I guess. We're not playing men's, but technically it's the man down. The ball is loose.
Cold Spring Harbor with possession. Momentarily, and now they lose it. It's back the other way with Dorman.
Caitlin Dorman.
Like I mentioned, Dorman's on that ride for the Chiefs, and she gets the ball, and now they're trying to score shorthanded. And they'll just back things out, kill some clock, Mike.
Jessica Giller near side. Gives it up top to Greenblatt on the move to her right. Down to 2:45 left in the first.
And they'll get a free position.
Massapequa will maintain possession.
Portia Lack with the whistle.
Ashley Melillo with possession.
No free position, but possession to Massapequa.
Look, it looked like she was gonna get the free position off where she was located.
Greenblatt sends it over to Giller.
It's a great penalty kill here. Doubling the ball. If you're Cold Spring Harbor, you have the girl up here.
Greenblatt.
Trying to find that open cutter, but the Cold Spring Harbor having the man up is just cutting off all lanes.
Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Massapequa with the ball and the 2-goal lead. There's a hit on Greenblatt. She keeps the ball, though.
That's all you got to do to kill a penalty. As Valentine is back on the field.
All even.
Caitlin Dorman in the near corner.
Got to tell you, that kill by Massapequa was great. They forced the turnover early by Cold Spring Harbor, and now they tried to find the open cutter, but now, on even strength, they could run their offense again.
Down to 1:15 left in the first half.
Low-scoring affair, 3-1, kind of what we expected. 7-6 the last time these two matched up. Massapequa looks hungry for a win.
Caramelli gets a screen, then dumps it off near side to Valentine. Under a minute to play.
We draw up one more, maybe two more plays here, can get a few shots off. That's Valentine, who was just in the box.
Valentine turns and fires, and she
Bridget
scores!
Valentine, number 16 for our Chiefs. Scores with 42 seconds left in the first half, giving our Chiefs a 4-1 lead.
Valentine
Take a look.
scores from a ways away.
Nice shot there. Off the box, she said she came in with a great mindset, came in, got the ball, and shot right off the pass. And now, 3-goal deficit for the Seahawks, only 1 goal in the first half. Let's see what they could do off the draw here. Because Ty looks like she won't be in the draw control circle, Mike. It'll be number 28, Van Son. Oh, no, she'll run in now.
Our number 3, Jolie Caramelli.
Yeah, it'll be Van Son back taking her first draw control. Changing things up. She does have the height advantage over Caramelli. You know, Cold Spring Harbor looking to get this last possession of the first half.
Van Son, as we mentioned throughout the first half, a big girl. Let's see if she can exploit that size advantage. And instead, once again, it's Pequa with the ball.
Jolie wins possession again for our Chiefs.
Caramelli, the future orange, getting it done.
Down to 30 seconds left in the half. The Chiefs up by 3 with the ball.
Let's see who they go to here. A couple different goal scorers early.
Ball trickles away, but it's scooped up by Caramelli. Down to 10. Here's Valentine. Turns and fires, that's off the mark, and that's the way the first half will end. So after one half of play, it's Massapequa on top of Cold Spring Harbor, 4-1. We're going to step away and be back with some halftime coverage right after this.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
There's a nice dish, and there's a score. Birdie goes boom.
Incredible pass.
That's Chloe Humphrey. That's a beautiful move.
Eaton goes, she shoots. High! No! A goal! Eaton is eating!
Calabria ahead inside. High save again. 15 saves.
She is the real deal.
Got to give it up. He does to his brother who scored.
Spalina to Spalina.
Gets it up, McNamara. He rips it and he scores. Mullen. Shot is a save. Fitzpatrick nearly slips down. He fires and he scores. There's the game winner.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
This exclusive broadcast is being brought to you by Orland & Cohen Sports Medicine with over 15 locations in Nassau and Suffolk. Whatever your sports injury, they have a specialist. for that. Welcome back to halftime here at Burner in Massapequa. Mike Trezor on hand along with Chris Caiozo, our halftime score. Massapequa 4, Cold Spring Harbor 1. And Chris, let's check our halftime scoring leaders.
For Massapequa, well, it's easy for Cold Spring Harbor. It's just tie, just with 1. But for Massapequa, 4 different goal scorers. 1 from Jolie Caramelli, who's been excellent in the draw control circle. 1 for Kimberly Greenblatt, the senior, who is headed off to Rutgers next year. Fun fact, while we have it here, she's going to be playing with Cardello's sister, Sophia. They'll be teammates. She was a freshman. She was a senior last year, so former teammates will be playing with each other at Rutgers. So we have 1 for Caramelli, 1 for Greenblatt, 1 for Bridget Valentine, and 1 for Ellie Leeson.
How about for saves for each team, Chris?
1 for Cardello and 4 for Soskin.
Soskin, the freshman,
50%.
has really done a nice job. She was averaging better than 50% coming into this game.
So 4 for 8, I would say that's pretty good. As she's warming up here for the second half, 2 minutes and 40 seconds till the second half. Mike, I'm expecting Cold Spring Harbor to come out hungry, down 3 goals.
Coach Danielle Castellane mentioned to us on the phone that it was going to hurt her a lot having Franny Donahue, one of her leading scorers, out. But what can she do in the second half, Chris, to try to get more girls involved?
They haven't had the possessions that Massapequa has had. They have to do what Massapequa's doing. Massapequa gets that ball, they're passing around, finding the cutter. Right now for Cold Spring Harbor, it's been a lot of one-on-one with either Ty and Van Son.
We're going to step away and be back with the second half and all the action right after this. This is the Orland and Cohen T&D Sports video production, high school lacrosse game of the week.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
There's a nice dish, and there's a score. Birdie goes boom.
Incredible pass.
That's Chloe Humphrey. That's a beautiful move.
Eaton goes, she shoots. High! No! A goal! Eaton is eating!
Calabria ahead inside. High save again. 15 saves.
She is the real deal.
Got to give it up. He does to his brother who scored.
Spalina to Spalina.
Gets it up, McNamara. He rips it and he scores. Mullen, shot is a save. Fitzpatrick nearly slips down. He fires and he scores. There's the game winner.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
And the draw for Massapequa.
Welcome back to Massapequa. There you see on your screen the goalie for Massapequa, Lulu Cardello, as we mentioned in our opening, Chris, on her way over to Hempstead to play the Hofstra next year.
Not a far ride here from Massapequa, but Hofstra, ironically, her coach played there. That was Coach Collar. We didn't get the year she played there, but she did play there, so very familiar with the program. She's sending her starting goalie over there.
We're back underway. Massapequa in the white now moves left to right here in the second. They lead 4-1 over visitor Cold Spring Harbor. Mike Trezor on hand along with Chris Caiozzo.
Oh, the wind is acting up here. See if it affects the game. Good spin, but good stop.
Caramelli was at point-blank range, but she didn't pull the trigger. Instead, she gave it up, and the ball was lost by Giller.
Avery Laffey on defense, stopping Caramelli.
So Cold Spring Harbor has their work cut out for them. Down by 3 goals to start the second half. They're in the blue.
Soskin with possession.
You see their freshman goalie, Maya Soskin. Looking for somebody to get it ahead to. She can't find anyone.
Goalie can go up and down the field if she wants. Just cannot. I learned last game, they cannot score the goal, score a goal.
Soskin still holding on to it.
Beautiful team defense by the Chiefs.
Look what she must have been listening to me, huh? That's a great pass.
Finally, she gets it ahead on the far side. Here's Ava Ty. She sends it near side to Spare. Nice move. Double team.
Mary Costa for the Chiefs, number 19 with the defense.
Just like I predicted, my Cold Spring Harbor coming out hungry in the second half, looking to get a little bit closer, down 3 goals. Not a huge deficit in girls lacrosse.
Cold Spring Harbor keeps the ball. Looking for room in front. Here's a shot that goes off the side of the net.
Luciano with the
And
save
it's
for our
scooped up
Chiefs.
by Lulu Cardello.
Her second save.
Lulu with 2 big saves so far in this game, keeping the Chiefs in it. Bridget Valentine on the clear.
2 saves.
Valentine still with possession. Now gets it far side. At the X, now it comes near side to Dorman.
What I noticed last game that me and Jim did, whenever the team had a 2-goal lead, the other team answered. Let's see if Cold Spring Harbor can come out and answer. But Massapequa looking to put things away early. And a bump there. And a
That
save.
shot goes wide. Caitlin
Wrong
Dorman.
move by number 5, Caitlin Dorman, just wide.
I thought I could have swore it hit the stick, but Mike, that's why you're the play-by-play guy.
21 minutes left in the game. Massapequa still with the ball in the 3-goal lead. It's Giller. Turns and fires, and there's another save
Soskin with the
by
nice save.
Soskin. Back the other way is Cold Spring Harbor. Ball is poked away from behind. Scramble for it, and the Chiefs come away with it. Good D that time by
Nice
Olivia
passing by our
Marlowe.
Chiefs to clear that
Chiefs
ball.
defense all game. 1 goal in about 30 minutes. That's great. defense. And it's all led by Cardello. 2 big saves. That if she lets those goals in, it's a 1-goal game. So it all starts with the goalkeeping by Cardello, but you cannot knock their defense. They're led by Marlowe, Giller, Valentine, Konstantinakis. The midfield, remember we talked to Coach, their midfielders have been stepping up on the defensive side. As she said it, they're defensive middies. They play all over the field, but their offense too. Everything going right for the Chiefs on senior night.
Massapequa can afford to be patient now. Looking to pad this lead. They're already up by 3. Under 20 minutes left in the game. Valentine is up top.
All game the Chiefs have been cutting, making nice passes. Very crisp offense and taking a lot of time off the clock.
Valentine tries to get it in front. She does! And Caramelli scores!
Caramelli, number 2. So now Valentine with 1 goal, 1 assist. Let's see this excellent pass by Valentine. Just snatched it out of midair, Caramelli, and scores. And the future Orange getting it done.
Chiefs lead 5-1. Just under 19 minutes left in the game. From here at Burner, Mike Trezor, Chris Cayozo on hand.
And Bridget Valentine feeding her Syracuse teammate, Jolie Caramelli, for the Massapequa goal.
Caramelli will once again take the draw control, and again she'll work against Van Son.
It was the Minuteman to the Orange.
Popped up in the air, and the Chiefs once again come away.
They will face off on the college level, UMass and Syracuse.
Wind is continuing to whip up here at Burner. Massapequa continuing to whip up on Cold Spring Harbor. Here's Valentine again looking in front, and this time they knock it away. But Massapequa regains.
All over the field, Massapequa.
With a great effort for our Chiefs.
Cold Spring Harbor's just a step slow today, down 4 goals. But hey, in lacrosse, 2 goals can be scored in 30 seconds, so it's never over. But Massapequa just putting the foot on the pedal today. And the ball is loose, but we have a whistle. And you got to give Saskia credit. She has 4 saves and has allowed 5 goals. That's just about 50%, Mike.
Just a freshman, as we mentioned, but already in her 2nd year in the cage. So free position by Massapequa. There's the shot. She puts it low and puts it in.
Junior attack, number 25, Ellie
Leeson.
Leeson with her 2nd. So now we'll take a look on the replay. Free position, the 4th free position for the Chiefs. Fakes high, goes low, and scores.
Giving the Chiefs a 6-1 lead.
Takes the freshman to school on that play.
Good fake up high.
Chiefs now on top, 6-1. 17:45 left in the game.
For the draw.
So a little bit different than the last time these 2 teams met, Chris. That was a neck-and-neck affair all throughout. And now the Chiefs have started to open up a little bit of a bulge here in the 2nd half.
Coach Collar wasn't lying. She said the girls have improved greatly, and the confidence in the offensive end has showed today.
Van Son tries to get up high once again, and she can't get there. Instead, it's the Chiefs who get possession, turn and fire, and score by Dorman.
Number 5, Caitlin Dorman.
Dorman getting on the scorecard, her first, the junior. As we take a look on the replay here, all speed off the draw control. But Dorman says, I want to get on that scorecard as well. Scores her first of the game.
Beautiful team
On
speed
senior
by
night,
our
it's the
Chiefs.
juniors who have taking over the spotlight. Caramelli, Dorman,
7-1.
and Valentine.
Chiefs have a very good memory of the last game when they lost to the Seahawks, but now today it's all Chiefs. With still 17 minutes left, and it's been all Chiefs off that draw control, Mike.
Cold Spring Harbor's really been challenged trying to get
Massapequa
possession
will
off
gain
the draw.
possession. Timeout on the field. Official timeout.
Got a momentary stoppage in play. We
Two
mentioned
referees
throughout
today.
the first half that extremely windy day here in Massapequa.
Very windy ever since the start. We'll do another draw control here.
Caramelli once again with possession for
Caramelli
the
once
Chiefs.
again comes away with it for the Chiefs. They're in the white. They move left to right. They lead 7-1. 17 minutes left in the game. Looking to take one back from Cold Spring Harbor, who put one on them earlier in the season. Nice dish in front. Turn and fire off the
Off
post.
the post by Caramelli.
Soskin looking to save another one. Cold Spring Harbor's only had one offensive possession in about 9 minutes.
Green
all
flat,
Chiefs.
couple spins. Gets in front.
Beautiful
And there's a save
by,
once again
Soskin.
by Soskin.
Her 5th save of the day. Bright future as Coach Castellane. Let's take a look at the save here. She's a starter, all-league honorable mention as an 8th grader.
Beautiful
Expectations
pressure
went
by
up,
our
Coach
Chiefs
Castellane said.
again, turning Cold
Having a
Spring Harbor
decent
back.
year.
Soskin with possession.
Again, the ride for Massapequa has been great all game. No, down 6 goals. Time isn't your friend here. You got to start putting your foot on the pedal here. And she does clear, Mike.
Soskin finally gets it to Van Son, who carries it in. Still with possession. She shoots and she's wide.
Hannah Van Son shot just wide. Cold Spring Harbor with possession.
Good shot. Great speed by Van Son, trying to get in their first goal of the second half.
Van Son did not waste any time on that possession, firing it up.
See if they can get things going with Ty here. Takes the one-on-one.
Ty
save.
turns and fires.
Good save by
Cardello
Cardello.
with the save.
Cardello turns her away. But Cold Spring Harbor keeps it, trailing by a half dozen. Here's Ty, and there's a save once
And
again,
Lulu with the
Cardello.
save.
The future pride getting it done. 4 saves on 5 shots.
Nice work.
80%.
Senior Lulu Cardello in goal for the Chiefs.
Massapequa now goes back on offense. Nice dish in front.
Fake.
Faked me out, too. I thought Caramelli was going to shoot. Instead, she kept it.
Beautiful speed. Giller to Caramelli. Shot just
Ball is
wide.
loose behind.
Massapequa with possession
Chiefs
behind.
scoop it up.
%80 save percentage for Cardello. Great day. But the offense still trying to ramp things up. They remember that April 2nd meeting with the Seahawks where they lost with 2 seconds to go. Fond memory of that game, and they are playing an A game today.
They turn it over, back over to Cold Spring Harbor.
Cold Spring Harbor has plenty of time. They just got to set their offense up, which they've been having trouble with because with their defense pressure, the ride's been on all game for Massapequa, and there's a little bump there, but again, there'll be a whistle. Very physical defense by Massapequa.
It was Laffey who got roughed up on that play. Cold Spring Harbor keeps it. They carry it in. Van Son.
Still plenty of time, like I said, to get some goals, get back in this ball game.
Bentley's been quiet, as has everybody. It's Callahan. Good attempt to try to get it in front, but it sailed past the stick of Van Son.
Cardello right in the right place. Not a save, but with that big stick, she gets it and puts the ball into the hands of her defensive middies who are piling the speed up the field.
Nice clear. Into the hands of Mary Coster. Coster has it taken away by Cold Spring Harbor. On the far side, it's McGloin.
7-1. 6-goal deficit with about 12 minutes. Time is not your friend.
Seahawks need to move with some alacrity here. Is that Mr. Softy I hear on my microphone, Chris?
It is. Make me a little hungry.
Ty. Couple spins. Can't lose her defender and finally has to give the ball up.
Callie Konstantinakis. Great defense.
That's a name we haven't called much today. Konstantinakis. The senior, she's headed to the University of Chicago, the Windy City.
It can't be much windier than it is here today. Van Son scoops it. Looking for room, finds none. And she'll get a free position, I believe.
This could gain some momentum if you're Cold Spring Harbor. Van Son trying to give her team a second goal and her first of the game. But Cardello, an 80% save percentage. I don't know. I think a lot of these Massapequa players trying to earn player of the game.
That shot sails wide.
Out of Van Son, just wide. Cold Spring Harbor with possession behind the cage.
They back up the shot. They keep possession. It's Ty.
Ty scored the first goal, their only lead, 1-0, and the offense has been dormant. Ball's knocked loose again, Mike, and that's going to be a stoppage, but let me tell you, all game, their defense has been, you can't breathe. Right down the necks. Great defense by the Chiefs. And we'll have a free position, though.
Possession with Amelia Bentley, 24.
Bentley on the free position this time. Puts it low, and there's a stop.
And Lulu Cardello once again for our Chiefs.
6 saves.
Back the other way of the Chiefs. They lead by 6, 9:20 left in the game. Chiefs will try to take some time off the clock here. You've seen it this season more than I have, Chris. No shot clock in girls lacrosse, so Massapequa can do a little bit of a milk job here.
No goals let up. Cardello has been impressive. She let up 1 goal in the first couple minutes and has shut out in the second half so far. This Cold Spring Harbor, thinking of a player of a game so far, it has to go to Cardello.
Down to 8.5 left in the game.
Again, this is a non-league game. Game was added to the schedule to prepare both these teams for the playoffs starting in late May, Mike. And both these teams are going to make some noise in the Nassau playoffs.
Coach Collar indicated to us on the phone during the week they wanted a little bit of payback coming into this game. She didn't want to say it in exactly that way, but we knew what she meant when she was talking about that issue.
And everything she said they needed to do correctly, they have done so far.
Alexis Sirobisi, 17 on the ride.
Van Son on the far side, chased by 2.
And sometimes when the defense is too aggressive, the whistle will be blown. But we've seen a lot of great stops by Cardello, and the defense, especially the ride, has been great for Massapequa.
Looking to find Ty on the run. They can't. Trying to shake loose this time. Cold Spring Harbor has to pick up the tempo a little bit. Get a couple more shots off here.
6 saves for Cardello on 7 shots faced. I'm sure Coach Collar will take that any day of the week. Just a great defense. And again, the ball's loose. And Mike, every possession except that first possession where Ty scored, the Massapequa defense has been great.
That time it was Konstantinakos guarding Ty.
7-1. Another free position here for Van Son. She's looking for her first and to give.
Again, she puts it wide.
Trying to find a way to beat Cardello. She just can't.
On the shot wide.
Van Son with a little bit of a tough day. She sent a couple free position shots wide, and she's also had a tough time in the draw control circle, Chris.
You know, Van Son, very tall, good size, according to Coach Castellane.
She'll get another free position right here. Let's see if she can make it count. She fires. Ball is knocked away from her. Did not even get that shot away.
Olivia Marlowe with the great
That's the
defense
first
for our
time I've
Chiefs,
seen something
number
like that, Mike.
22.
It was almost like a Dikembe Mutombo blocked shot, and you barely see that in lacrosse.
Rejected in the cereal aisle.
I was going to say third time's a charm, but Van Son couldn't even get a shot off. Must have been a different defensive play call by Coach Collar, and I think it was great. And talking about Coach Collar, I think she's very happy with this defense.
To the goal being scored.
No goal. No goal. We had a whistle before that goal.
Well, trying to run it back here on a free position.
Caramelli
And
puts
so
it in.
Caramelli for our Massapequa Chiefs gives the Chiefs an 8-1 lead. Breaking the action brings us back to our trivia question that revolves around one of
Let's
our
take a
seniors.
look. Caramelli looking for the hat trick off the free position and gets it.
Coach for the Massapequa Girls
3
program
for 3.
and an alumni of
Outside the
Massapequa High
circle,
School. Mrs.
breaks really
Walding,
quickly towards the
mother of
cage.
one of our
Nothing
great
the
seniors,
defense can
Mia
do on that
Walding,
play.
She's been
celebrating
unstoppable.
tonight.
3 shots
Congratulations,
and 3 goals. So Caramelli, who will be attending Syracuse, not this fall,
On for
but the
draw,
fall of
Amelia
2023.
Bentley taking on Caramelli with the draw.
So 8-1, down a touchdown here. Not playing football, but down a touchdown here in
Caramelli wins
Massapequa.
possession. Jessica
Caramelli, she's been excellent in that draw control circle.
And they've tried everybody on her. That time it was Bentley. She got it away from her, too.
3 goals, over 75% in the draw control circle. Just a great day for the future Orange. We're under 5 here now, Mike. And now, like you said, no shot clock in the girls' game. They could really use this to their advantage, up 7 goals.
Baldinger with possession behind the cage.
Massapequa will whip it around the horn.
Kim Greenblatt.
Greenblatt up top. Sends it to Giller. Baldinger's behind the cage. Down under 4 minutes left to play.
Now, this is a time, if you're Massapequa, you want to run some plays that you're going to run in the playoffs. You know, this is going to affect your overall record, but you want to run plays that you will run in the future.
Baldinger lost it off her stick. The ball's loose. Massapequa scoops it. Valentine.
Valentine with the back down move there.
Valentine thought about firing, but wisely backed it out. Here's Giller. Splits two and scores!
And Jess Giller with a strong move up the middle for the Chiefs. 9th goal. Chiefs lead Cold Spring Harbor 9-1.
Jacksonville product. Not product, I should say. She's the Massapequa product going to Jacksonville. We spoke with her pregame. Let's take a look at her goal here.
Checking
Great
into the
shot.
Chiefs. Number 21, freshman Michaela Gillis.
We have a freshman coming into the game for Massapequa, Michaela Gillis, the freshman, now up 8 goals. Maybe coach can get her bench a couple of minutes of playing time here, Mike.
Massapequa up 9-1. 3:15 left in this game.
She's not taking out Caramelli, though, who's been over 75% in the draw control circle. 3 goals. She's our T&D Orland and Cohen player of the game.
Anchoring the defense.
Once again, the Chiefs come away with it. I should make a recording of me saying that, Chris.
Trying to get different players, some touches here. Few minutes left for the Chiefs. You see Gillis with the ball, gives it up.
Under 3 left in the game.
Started out in the first half that this would be back and forth, but it's been all Chiefs, all game, on their senior night. This is what you want if you're Coach Collar leading to the playoffs.
And let's give these fans right in front of us some credit, Chris. They've hung in there on a pretty windy, chilly night.
We got the Cold Spring Harbor fans in front of us here, Massapequa to the right of us, but you're right. A windy day. It was warm earlier. Sun's going down. Beautiful sunset here on Long Island. Chiefs looking to go into double digits here. 9-1. This is a statement if you can score double digits versus a team that beat you in the final seconds on April 2nd.
Approaching the 2-minute mark. Chiefs well in control.
Michaela Gillis with the nice out pass, number 21.
We've got so much more lacrosse action coming your way over the next couple weeks. Massapequa now looking to drain some clock as we're approaching the 1.5-minute mark left in the game. They'll take it and just run around for a while. They lead 9-1 over visitor Cold Spring Harbor on senior night here in Massapequa. Fans are loving their Chiefs tonight. One minute left in the game.
Baldinger behind.
Cold Spring Harbor cannot get the ball away from Massapequa. Here's Valentine near side. Still with possession in the corner. Working against McGloin. Ball goes off the stick, but it's saved by Massapequa. Down to 20 seconds left.
Callie, Olivia, and Lulu anchoring our Chiefs defense this afternoon. Let's go.
And that's going to do it.
Senior Lulu back
From here at Burner, our final score this evening, Massapequa 9, Cold Spring Harbor 1. So we thought this would be a really close game setting up this one, and it turned out to be pretty one-sided. It was 4-1 at halftime, but Cold Spring Harbor had no answers to get themselves back in the game in the second half. We're going to step away, and when we come back, Chris Cayozzo is going to be on the field with our Orland and Cohen Player of the Game.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
There's a nice dish, and there's a score. Birdie goes boom.
Incredible pass.
That's Chloe Humphrey. That's a beautiful move.
Eaton goes, she shoots. High! No! A goal! Eaton is eating!
Calabria ahead inside. High save again. 15 saves.
She is the real deal.
Got to give it up. He does to his brother, who scored.
Spalina to Spalina.
Gives it up, McNamara. He rips it and he scores. Marlon, shot is a save. Fitzpatrick nearly slips down. He fires and he scores. There's the game winner.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Back here at Burner Field after a 9-1 victory over their rival Cold Spring Harbor. I'm here with the player of the game, Jolie Caramelli. Jolie, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
A great win over a team that beat you 7-6 back in April. What's the mindset going into a game like this?
Yeah, well, we were really bitter after that loss. We wanted to come back out strong against them. So we practiced and practiced, and we came to play today. So I'm really proud of how we played.
It's a great win, 9-1. Ever since they started out scoring 1-0, and I thought it was going to be another back and forth game, but the offense kept rolling, led by you with the hat trick. What's a mindset going offensively for you into this game?
Yeah, so we knew we had to take care of the ball today and execute on offense and capitalize off their mistakes, and I really think we did that, so it was a good one.
Your goalie, Lulu Cardello, she did so great. Her goalie percentage was 80%, and your defense was led by her. What do you have to say to them after a win like that?
We're so happy about that. Yeah, Lulu's a great captain. She's a great role model to everybody on our team, and she was a wall today, so.
Lastly, what's your coach's message, Coach Collar? What's her message going to a game with a team that beat you 7-6 earlier in the year?
Well, she told us to fight. She told us to never give up, and she's a great coach. So she gave us a lot of tips, and we came in with a plan, so we executed.
A great victory over a great team in Cold Spring Harbor. Thank you for joining me today, Jolie.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Mike.
Great job, Chris. And here at T&D Sports Video, our final score here once again here at Massapequa is 9-1 over Cold Spring Harbor. We've got some terrific lacrosse games coming up over the next few weeks, including this coming Friday, the 13th, when Smithtown West boys take on Sachem East. My partner, Chris Cayozo, will have the call on that game. And we've got a slate of really terrific action coming up, as I said, including playoffs over the next couple of weeks. Boys playoffs, girls playoffs. So that's going to do it from here at Burner Field in Massapequa, where once again the final score is Massapequa 9, Cold Spring Harbor 1. Our director is Tom Bruno. Our cameramen, Dave Stempel and Evan Laurie. Our technical director, Jamie Burkhart. For everyone here on our T&D Sports video production staff, including my partner, Chris Cayozo, this is Mike Trezor saying thanks for watching. We will see you next time on the Orland and Cohen High School Lacrosse Game of the Week.